style guides. I say 3 fonts here, but I would say 2 fonts is good rule. If you're in this workshop, 2 fonts is a good rule. You know, if you didn't need to be in the workshop, then you can do whatever you want to with fonts. Now, with 2 fonts is a good rule, and it doesn't even need to be 2 different types of fonts. So you have a title font, and then you have a body font, and then if you wanted to go with a 3rd font, or maybe 4, you could have like a title font, and then you could have a heading 1 type font, a body font, maybe like a heading 2 or an emphasis type font. So the idea is you have 2 or 3, 4, whatever you want to do, but you determine what those are, determine the styling of them. Like in this image here, I changed it when I was messing around with it, but really these are all, it's just one font family. So, and this is just, I think it's Arial, but whatever it is, it's just the same font family, but the title font is larger and a different color, and then this would be like maybe the heading 1 or emphasis font, and then the body font. But it's just predetermined that, again, being intentional. So don't just run with the font that you have. A good rule of thumb is if it's a really fat font, that's a good title font. If it's weird looking, it's a title font. If it's weird looking, it's not legible when you use it as a body font. So that's a good rule of thumb. And then, font sizes, kind of predetermine those things and then use it consistently through the course. So what fonts am I going to use? How am I going to style those? And then at what point do I use those? And then that'll solve one of those Franken course issues, right? So you'll have a consistent use of the fonts that you have. You've determined what font to use. And then you can kind of come up with some sort of style guide like this. Just a simple sheet. The place I used to work at, we'd have a simple sheet that would, this is the course. I've got this one my body font's going to be. These are the color schemes, whatever it is. But you can come up with a real simple style guide. Doesn't have to be overly detailed. It's really just one page. If you're working in PowerPoint, you can create a PowerPoint slide that has all the styling on it, and then it's just a matter of format painting to modify the style or apply it to your new content. 2 colors is another good rule. Again, you can use as many colors as you want, but if you're in a workshop, it means you're trying to learn the 2 colors. If you're a color expert, use as many colors as you want. The colors don't look as good on the screen here, but these 6 colors, there's really no rhyme or reason. They call them accent, but it's really just 6 color boxes. So there's accent 1, accent 2, accent 3, and then you can see with the accent colors, you have the different tones. So what I would recommend is what I do when I do the free templates. I always start my main color with accent 1. And then I try to use accent 2 as kind of my accent color. So these really should be just called box 1, box 2, because there's no rule to how you can use those. But if you're building templates and you're using PowerPoint, and it works the same way in Quizmaker and Storyline, figure out how you want to use the colors, and then just use them consistently. So then when you want to change your color schemes, you'll always know accent 1 is my main color, accent 2 might be my accent color, complementary color to the main color, and accent 3 might be, maybe that's your font color, whatever you want to do. So you've got 6 colors to use, and then within the 6 colors you have 6 different tones or versions of that color. So when you're building a course, a real simple rule is just pick 2 colors to start with. Let's see here. Just pick 2 simple colors to start with, so you have like a main color and then an accent color.